going on, everyone? Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl is directed by Gore Verbinski and is the first ever Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Now, if you're wondering, why am I reviewing a movie that came out in 2003? Well, the newest Pirates of the Caribbean movie, Dead Men Tell No Tales, is coming out next weekend, so I thought to myself, I may as well review the first and even maybe the second Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I've always been a really big fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Growing up especially, they've been something that's been in my heart for a long time. I know some people aren't the biggest fans of these movies, but for me personally, I have always loved these movies, especially the first one. And I have been waiting such a long time to talk about this movie, so I cannot wait to start this review. Now, if you've never seen the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, there will be no spoilers in this video, so you're safe here with me. But I do highly recommend watching it because it is a great Disney movie. So in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, so-called Captain Jack Sparrow teams up with a blacksmith named Will Turner to save the governor's daughter, Elizabeth, from cursed pirates who are in search for a gold medallion that can turn the pirates back from being undead. Growing up as a kid, there were many frightening scenes for me in this movie. There were many times when I would close my eyes during a certain scene in this movie. It is a little bit of a scary movie for younger kids, and that's why it has a PG-13 rating. But now when I watch this movie, I'm like, this is an awesome movie, and no wonder why I loved it so much as a kid, even though it's a little scary. And this movie has so many positives with it. Gore Verbinski as a director is great in this movie. You can just see his great style and direction here, and you feel like this is a true Disney movie. The casting choices in this movie are absolutely fantastic. Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow is absolutely incredible, super funny, and he's a perfect casting choice for that character. He's probably my favorite anti-hero in any movie out there. I mean, Johnny Depp as this character is just so great, and I could never imagine anybody else playing him. To this day, he still owns the role. I mean, in this movie especially, he is at his very best, and this might actually be Johnny Depp's best performance of his entire career. Keira Knightley as Elizabeth in this movie is also great casting, and Orlando Bloom as Will Turner, he owns the role as well. All of them are fantastic. Jeffrey Rush as the villain Barbossa in this movie is also perfect casting. I cannot imagine anybody else playing that role, and as the villain in this movie, he's really good. And when watching this movie, it's all about the pure fun of the pirates and all the action, and Gore Verbinski just knows what this movie is, and he did it so well when directing the film. The movie itself is super funny, the script is really well written, honestly, and there's so many countless great moments in this film. I can't even talk about all of them because there's so many good ones. Like all the scenes when Jack Sparrow's trying to escape the military, I mean, it's just classic Disney right there, and it's so funny. And this movie is what all Disney movies should be, just pure Disney fun. That's all a Disney movie has to be, and this movie does that so well. Kids will love it, even adults will love it. That's how good this movie actually is. And the score in this movie, oh my god, it flows so well with the screenplay. I mean, it just fits like a glove. It is a great score. Definitely feels like they're out in the Caribbean, and it all flows so well. This score is absolutely incredible, one of my favorites of all time. The action too in this movie is awesome. The sword fights, like I said, are absolutely incredible. So many good moments there with the sword fights. The ending scenes between the military and the pirates, they're really fun. A lot of cool stuff going on there as well. The CGI too also looks pretty good for a movie made in 2003. It holds up, I'd say, pretty well. Some people will complain about how the pirates look in this movie as the CGI skeletons, but honestly, I think they look okay. And the sets in this movie are masterful. If I had to go on the sets, I would probably have my mouth drop because they look absolutely incredible in this movie. And this movie basically just shows us how much fun it actually would probably be to be a pirate back in the day, and that's where the movie gets us most, and that's where we have the most fun with this movie, because it's all about pirates in the Caribbean and just having fun with sword fights and all this action going on, and this movie is pure gold, and I love every single second of it. As for flaws with this movie, I actually don't have any. This is one of my all-time favorite movies growing up, and to this day, it's still one of my all-time favorites. The plot itself, I felt like meshed really well from scene to scene, and it's still pure fun, honestly. I have nothing else wrong to say about this movie. There is so much good that there's barely any bad. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl is still great to this day. It's Johnny Depp's best performance, in my opinion, of his entire career. All perfect casting choices, and just a pure fun movie, something that all of you guys have to watch eventually if you have not seen it yet. I'm going to give Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl a 95%, one of my all-time favorite movies. I just watched it earlier today, once again on Blu-ray, and this movie is still fantastic, and it will always be one of my favorites. The pirate in me is still alive today, and I cannot wait. If I eventually have kids, I'll show them this and I'll pass it on, because this movie is just awesome and it's great stuff by Disney. Alright, so I also might review the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie, It's Dead Man's Chest. I don't really know though. I'm gonna have to see how my schedule is looking, but do possibly expect a review for that movie later on this week. And also, I will definitely be reviewing the fifth Pirates of the Caribbean movie when it comes out next weekend. I cannot wait for that movie. Hopefully, it's close to as good as the first one. Also, I'm not sure if I'll be at this set in my next video. I might be on vacation for the rest of the summer. I'm not sure when exactly I'm moving to that set, but it could be sooner rather than later, but we'll see. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.